What's going on, guys? We're back with another video today, and it's slightly different to our Explore ones. We're actually doing a review of the Spivo 360 stick. It is a second generation one, so we're going to see how it differs from the first, if it's worth your money, what sort of materials it's made out of, what it's best for, pros and cons, basically tell you whether you should get it or not. Make sure you drop a like on the video and a comment below if you've got any thoughts and opinions of this stick. If you've used it and I've missed something that you think is important to get out there, make sure you drop it below. Also hit that big red subscribe button to stay notified with everything we do, from Explore videos, diabetic podcasts, reviews, camping, hiking. We do it all, so make sure you join the movement today.
So this is a new Spivo 360 Mark II sticks, and there's a few differences from this to the first one. To begin with, the swivel head mechanism's been improved and it's a sealed bearing, and this is to stop dirt and grime if you're under the sea or underwater with it from stopping the button from being able to click. It's 30% easier to click than the last one. It's made of polycarbonate plastic, again two different grades, a lighter, more mouldable one for the head, button and handle with a little ridge there so it's extra grippy, and a stronger reinforced plastic for the actual stick. It's not telescopic, it's fixed at 20 inches, and without the camera it's 160 grams in total. In the package you get the Spivo stick, the locking nut, a GoPro mount to put onto the Spivo stick, and a new travel bag which wasn't included in the first one. The good thing about these travel bags is they're actually big enough to fit the GoPro inside with the stick, so you can chuck it over your shoulder and get around quite easy with that, which is a nice new addition. There's a 5-year warranty on the stick, and with these new ones, rather than a sticker saying Spivo, which is quite big and wasn't that professional some people said, it's actually now a small transfer, which I find a lot better than the last time.
Alright guys, so I've had this stick now for about a month, and I didn't want to do a review straight out of the box because I wanted to see if the thing actually worked first, how good it was, how good the material was, if it would last, and all that before I basically tell you to go buy it. Mainly a videographer's tool, I'll say that firstly. A lot of people with the Generation 1 were complaining about it for photos because this orange button, which you can probably see now, I'm not too sure, used to get in the way of all the photos and apparently didn't look professional. Now, I kind of get that, but if you're taking a selfie with a stick, you're more than likely, unless you've got one which has like 3 different pieces to it, you're going to get some stick in there, either way. So, I wouldn't worry about that too much if you're looking at this kind of stick. If you're not, and you want professional photos like that, buy a normal camera, like a DSLR, and just use it properly like everyone else does. So, photos, it's not really a photographer's tool, is it? You don't really need a stick if you're taking photos. But video, that is where this thing comes in handy. This is the best thing about this tool, because it can go like that. It's really handy, especially if you do extreme sports and stuff like that, because I can just keep showing you what I'm trying to explain. So if you look here now, I'm speaking to you. You'll see Mo almost die, and when he falls through, reaction shot. But yeah, the main reason people buy this stick is for this button. You'll notice the camera keeps switching around. You might think, oh, how am I doing that? It's button right here. 180, 180 back, so obviously 360 in total. 180 with each click of a button. No, transitions. So obviously video transitions, most people fade to black, star wipe, something silly like that. But with this, if you're not the strongest editor, you might not have good editing software, you might not have transitions, know how to do them for whatever reason, basically you can just use this.
Oh, we're going! Oh my god!
And in that flip motion, you can just go to obviously another section of the video or another flip of somewhere else, and you transition to the next part of the video. So I found that really handy, and it's something not a lot of people have spoke about. So again, from a videographer or a vlogger's point of view, really great piece of kit to have that. If you are a vlogger and obviously you're out and about on the go, you're going to need some sort of stabilisation to hold your camera, because you ain't going to be able to just hold a camera in your hand for very long with being still. So this is actually a really good tool for that, because you can hold it up and get your angles however you want, and then without obviously changing the camera, you can show the reaction to all your fans or whatever it is you might be doing, or whoever you might be speaking to. So again, that's really handy for vloggers, because it's £50, so it's, in terms of stabilisation, it's cheap. In terms of a selfie stick, it's quite expensive. But as you've seen already, it's quite well made. There's a lot of uses for it, and the button, I mean, that makes it really. Being able to switch your camera around 360 is the best feature. That's why I keep talking about it. Yeah, vloggers, really important tool this is for you, because it's cheap in terms of the other things you might use. If you want to just use a GoPro, it comes with a GoPro connection, but you can also buy a connection which puts your iPhone on top of it, and probably your Android phone too if you've got one. And there's a few other camera connectors that you can get to it. So you probably could use like a little Olympus pen on here, something like that. Wouldn't put a DSLR in it, because you would end up breaking the camera or this eventually. Probably drop it. I wouldn't want to put my 7D on it, for example. Explorers, if you like, say IKS, Hell on Earth, any of the other guys, something for you guys to check out, because obviously it's lightweight. You can throw it about if you need to get over a fence, or you know what we do, something like that. So really handy accessory to have. Great stabilisation, great feature with the button. Let's get into a few more of the features, shall we? Guys, so another good use for the Spivo 360 stick is if you do extreme sports. I don't know how well you're going to hear me, but as you can tell, I'm on my board, so if you wanted to speak to the camera and then show them where you're riding, it's possible. See? It's quite easy to hold, get a right good angle while you're skating, or surfing, or snowboarding, either way. Skiing. Or skiing, yeah, that's a good one. Oh no, it wouldn't be good for skiing because you've got poles in your hand, so it's not good for skiing. Any board sport really, or blades.
Monopoly.
Yeah. What was that?
Monopoly.
It's good for Monopoly. It probably wouldn't be too good for mountain biking or BMXing, because again, you've got handlebars, and if you're going to do a trick, you can't need two hands.
Skating.
Go on, pop a trick, pop a trick. Oh, you nearly, that was so close. I've even dropped this a few times while I've been using it, and it hasn't broke yet, hasn't even really scratched, so that's a plus, especially if you're doing skateboarding or anything like that. You really want something that's, you know, going to last. So in terms of sports, definitely a good thing to have if you want to do videos, especially if you're vlogging and doing that kind of thing with skating. It's probably going to be the stick for you. Shows. And obviously it's handy to have that button to switch around when someone's not ready. Shows the trick.
No, can't do it.
And then switch back, so again you can get that reaction shot of you, or explain what's going to happen. Back to you if you need to carry on talking. So you're really handy for that. I can't really think of any more sports that it would be good for. One-handed sports, I suppose running. That's something we haven't mentioned as well. If you do hiking videos, if you're a runner, sports,
you can go on
equipment. I've already mentioned surfing. If I haven't, surfing as well. But no, hiking, it's a really good one for. We've got some hiking videos and camping videos coming up this year, so we're going to use it for that and sort of show you what I mean. But I mean, as you can imagine, oh look, I'm walking, nice scenery. I'm walking, nice scenery. It's not very nice here, but you kind of get the point I'm trying to make. So yeah, really handy for any outdoors activities really, where you can have one hand free. So keep that in mind. Send it. Also good for getting low angles, different kind of angles like that, you know. So I can like do that again, Mo. I can switch from you guys. come down quite easily. Back up, watch the bail, and then back to you for the reaction. That's exactly what I wanted, mate.
Hello, subscribers.
So as I mentioned at the start of the video, this is actually the Mark II. The other one came out last year, I think it was. And there's a few problems with that. First, a lot of people said that the GoPro, when you click it from that way, back onto you, the camera faces down or isn't at the right angle, so you've still got to adjust it. I have found that a few times. You have to kind of like move the stick to get the right position, if you know what I mean. But at the minute, it's not too bad because I'm using one of the little black connectors you get from GoPro. So I would recommend using one of them to bring it up from the shoe mount, thread mount, just so you got a little bit more clearance, and the camera, when you flip around, it's more level basically, so it's not going to be looking down or looking up on either side. So the 360 Mark II stick, should you buy it? Well, to be honest, I'm going to say yes. If it didn't have this button on it to go from Mo to me, then it would be just a standard everyday selfie stick. But for video, as I've said, for vloggers, explorers, extreme sports, hiking, camping sort of videos, it's a perfect accessory really. It's a perfect tool. What do you say, Mo? Go on, give us an ollie. It's a perfect tool for video basically. There's no really reason to have it for photography. You can connect any GoPro to it, any kind of action cam. You can even get a mount to connect your Wi-Fi adapter just before the button. You can get an adapter to connect your phone, Android or iPhone to it. So that again, really handy for vloggers. But yeah, definitely I'd say it's £50 if you're in the UK from amazon.co.uk, and I would say definitely get one of these. All in all, out of 10, Mo. Here we go. What would you give it out of 10?
9.
9 out of 10?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 as well, because I don't think there's really anything I can say bad about this apart from the seawater thing. So yeah, I'd go out and get this. If you're looking for a selfie stick and you're looking to want it for video, I'd recommend buying this over any of the other ones. I am going to do a comparison video with this and the GoPro 3-piece, which that's more suited to photography I think, because you could bend it out the way for your selfies so you can't actually see the stick. Whereas this, obviously it's one fixed pole and it has a button which you can get around of, but sometimes you do get it in your shots. So yeah, that's about it from us for our first review video. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. And we'll be back with more Explore videos, more diabetic podcasts, more reviews and just crazy stuff like that really. Stay tuned. This is